cleanser, toner, peel, scrub, mask, hydrator, serum, booster, moisture, oil, balm, cleanser, toner, peel, scrub, mask, hydrator, serum, balm, toner, oil, peel, moisture, cleanser, toner, cleanser, toner. When did modern skincare move away from supporting the skin to becoming a constant battle to manage its every process and keep it under control? It wasn't like one day we woke up and our skin was no longer able to purge metabolic waste, shed old cells, or create its own natural moisturizing factor. Slowly, over time, modern society started adding more and more steps to the list of personal care products that we use, as well as the frequency of application. Perhaps this is due to the distrust of the body being able to do these things for itself, or perhaps causing that very distrust. Battling the skin for control is not necessary, and it does not lead to true vibrancy. But maybe it's all you know. Perhaps the only education that you've had about your skin has come from advertisers and big business. They're not bad people, and they're usually very good at their jobs. But unfortunately for your skin, their job is not to tell you how to have beautiful skin, but to sell you as many of their products as possible. Do you see the difference? So I want to tell you about something that we call the controlling skincare regimen around here. How often have you heard that for good skin, you need to keep it under control and be consistent? So this generally means cleanse, tone, moisturize every morning and night. And that's a rather regimented and controlling regimen that can lead to reliance on those products. So this is when I think about it in my head, I'm thinking, oh, cleansing twice a day. You need to strip the barrier, removing its natural defense. I don't know if that's a good idea. For toning and serum, you're telling the skin what to do, regardless of what the skin actually wants to do, or maybe innately programmed to do. It's part of that distrust of the body. And then moisturizing, in this case, ends up being an attempt to repair damage that the first two steps are often contributing to, or it's using it as a method to soothe the skin. So we don't necessarily want to be on this type of control cycle. In fact, what it's doing is it's putting you in a place where everything's under control, so you're doing all the work for the body. But instead, what it's doing is making it so that if you stop it for any reason at all, everything goes out of control. And so mostly what we're trying to accomplish in our methods of, nature-led living and following what naturally happens starts with trust of the body and understanding that we don't need to control it. What we need to do is give it what it needs when it needs it, and then allow the body to do the things for itself, which is a different way of looking at it. Now, a lot of times also people are using either natural products or even what I call raw ingredients, because they're not really a fully made product, but people have been taught that it's okay to use them like it's a skincare product. And so I see this often, and it might feel good for a little bit, particularly if you've been doing extraordinarily harsh things to your skin. But in the long run, even doing this, using these natural ingredients like their skincare products is still putting you on a control cycle. So this control cycle with natural products or even with raw ingredients basically says that you're either cleansing with oil, witch hazel, castile soap, honey, morning and night, using a hydrosol or apple cider vinegar or witch hazel like it's a toner or a hydrator, and using each of those morning and night, after cleansing, and then moisturizing with an oil or hyaluronic acid or aloe after cleansing and toning, morning and night. And so, if you've been around here at Brooklyn Herbarium for any amount of time, you will probably recognize that one of the things that we say regularly is that individually, these ingredients do not make a complete moisturizer. But that's something you'll hear about the more you listen to or come around here. So these raw ingredients all have their place in a formulated product and in what we call a supportive regimen, but not individually in skincare. And we don't necessarily think using them in order to tell the skin what to do or control the skin is the best way to have vibrant, optimally vibrant skin. If you're following this regimen, what we call a controlling regimen, you would recognize that much of the time it works to the extent that it keeps the skin under control for a period of time. But we ask the question, can the skin truly thrive and be most glorious in this controlling and damaging cycle? Is it good for the skin to constantly and consistently be at the mercy of products that are tearing it down, attempting to make it do something unnatural, either through force or suppression, or denying it the opportunity to naturally rebuild and protect itself?